Good morning everyone, what's up? Hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. So we are here for another video. Today I'm going to attempt to make vegan, nut-free dog treats. So vegan because I am a vegan, this is a vegan channel, so why not? And nut-free because my son is actually allergic to nuts and I don't want to give the dog treats because what if he drops it somewhere and my son, you know, steps on it or whatever. I just don't want to have any peanuts like around, like that could be kind of let loose kind of thing. So anyways, we're going to attempt to make this, and the main ingredient actually is, well, besides flour, is pumpkin. So we're going to put a little pumpkin in it and that's going to give it some flavor. So let's get into it. And also I'm veganizing it. So this actually came from a dog treat book, which I will link the description of the book below if you are interested in who had this original recipe. So obviously I'm veganizing it, so there's not going to be any eggs and there's not going to be any chicken broth. So I'm going to make it vegan version. All right, so the first thing we need to do is set our oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to get all the ingredients ready. So it's funny because I don't know how many of you recognize this container. This container has been around for so long. I honestly don't even think it was me that purchased this. It might have been my parents, so maybe it's time to get a new container. This is my flour container. So it's the old ice cream container. So we were a family of 5, so we used to buy these giant ice creams. Although it was a treat, but this thing would last a while. So this is my first attempt at making dog treats. I've never made these, so we shall see how it turns out. We'll keep this ice cream container going for a little while longer. Half a cup of rolled oats. So we need a little bit of cinnamon, just to add some flavor flav. And a little bit of nutmeg. So it does call for chicken broth. I'm going to skip that part. It does ask for a half a cup of chicken broth, so I'm going to put a half a cup of water instead. So I was going to use a half a cup or one of the vegetable broth cubes and mix it with water. But the problem is some of the ingredients I don't think dogs are supposed to have, like garlic and onion, and that's in the veggie broth. So that's why I'll just swap it out with water. And the egg, actually, let's start on the flax egg. So how to make a flax egg, which I'm sure you might have seen my other videos, because I do make it a lot. I do swap it out. So what you do is you take 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. These are like the ground version. And you mix that with 3 tablespoons of water, and you kind of mix it up and put it aside, and it'll gellify and kind of turn into the consistency of an egg, and that'll bind all your ingredients together. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, so I have my flax seed and my water. Just going to park that to the side for a minute. Doesn't take very long to jellify, if that's even a word. We need 3/4 cup of pumpkin. This is going to make it a little sweet and tasty for him, so we need 3/4 cup. So I can use this pumpkin for another recipe. Maybe I'll add it to my oatmeal tomorrow morning. All right, we need 1 tablespoon of oil, using coconut oil. I just melted it for 15 seconds just so it's not really hard. And then we also need 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, which is also going to give it a little sweetness. And now we just mix it all up. I don't know if I'm going to use my hands. Yeah, so I'm going to take my rings off. So we're just going to mix it all up together. Ooh, the pumpkin feels so gross. The texture. I'm going to start with just one hand because it's a little weird for me. All right, so you can see it's definitely clumpy. So the egg actually looks ready, so I'm just going to throw that in now. Feel free to taste it too, because everything we used was all regular food, so it is edible for humans, but I don't know how great it would taste, but I'll see if I can convince my husband or my teenage son to try it. So it looks like I kind of got the bulk of it kind of in a big chunk here. I'll just show you. So now we have to get a cookie pan with parchment paper, because our oven had just went off, so the heat is already on. So it's ready. So now I'm just going to, you're supposed to roll it out and use little cookie cutters, but I'm just telling you right now, I'm not doing that, so I don't have time for that. So I'm just going to use my hands and kind of make little, if I can attempt to make the little bone shape. If not, they're just going to be little like cookies or like little hearts or something. I don't know. So let me wash my hands. All right, so we have our dough ready here. So I'm just going to attempt to make little tiny treats. I'd rather make more little ones than bigger ones, even though I do have a big dog, but I'm actually going to give some out as gifts to my friends that have little dogs. So I'm just kind of taking, kind of the same as a cake pop, like a little small golf ball. I'm gonna just try to attempt to make, obviously it's not gonna be a perfect bone, but there, that's easy. So I'm just gonna show you on this camera. So the true test will be is if my dog eats them. If he doesn't like them, then probably I'm not going to give them to any other dogs. Maybe I'll ask my friend if she wants to try on her dog, but if, you know, 2 out of the, I don't know, 5 or 6 dogs I was planning to make these for, if 2 of them don't like it, probably not going to give it to any other dog, so then they'll have to be garbage. Or I can coat them in chocolate, and then my son and my husband will eat them, because who wouldn't eat anything coated in chocolate, right? All right, so they are done. Look at how crispy they are. Well, still a little bit hot, but you can see they're hard enough that they're not going to crumble too much. So obviously they're not really the bone shape, but that's okay. All right, so I want to show you how much it made. So that one batch, so definitely a little bit more than 24, I didn't count them, but you could see it made quite a bit of dog treats. Now is the moment of truth. So you can see my dog, I don't know if you can see, but he's out on the deck there. So now we're gonna try, see if he likes it. So I have one, I'm just letting it cool down for a second. Okay, so now is the moment of truth. I got the dog here. I don't know if you can see him. Paw. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, guess he liked it. So there you have it, another video. Oh, sometimes he likes to drop his food and then play with it. You got it in your mouth? Hey, is it good? Yeah, so he's still got it. He's not sure what to do with it. So anyways, there you have it, another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. And let me know in the comments below if you end up making a dog treat, or if you have a special vegan dog treat recipe that you have, which is nut-free, because that's what I'm looking for. So anyways, thanks again, and don't forget to live your life with kindness for all living beings. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.